So friends, welcome again to this video on Hxfer, that is transfer entries between two accounts in the same bank, right? So it may be same customer if it is recurring deposit or any EMI. It can be different customers of the same bank, right? It can be any transactions in savings or current. So in earlier videos I had shared with you Hcash WD withdrawal. The verification is again very simple. Just drop down, just choose V, enter transaction ID, verify the details, whatever customer is withdrawing from the account, whether sufficient balance is there or not. And again, through the signature icon button, he can verify the signatures and ensure, put a signature that he has verified the signatures and make the payment accordingly. So that was as similar to Hcash DAP, and this is similar here in as Hcash WD here. Now this is Hxfer transfer. So customer wants to transfer account from his account to any some recurring deposit or any EMI of his loan account, or he has given a check to a customer who also has the account within the same bank. If it is different bank, it would be a clearing check. Now it is a transfer check here, right? So here, Finacle system, you can see here user ID, whosoever is working in the system here, what time did he log in, what machine number is there. Just type here Hxfer, click on go. This screen appears on your computer. Now function, since it is a maker, by default you have to choose A, addition, we are adding a record. Don't have to do anything with the transaction ID because it will be generated later on. Date, automatically we populate today's date, right? Now this is very important. Transaction type and subtype. So if it is bank induced or customer induced. So bank also has a power to square off any debit or credit entry in the bank. So there can be certain entries which are bank induced. Let's say bank wants to debit any EMI and customer is given a mandate to the bank to debit his account and credit the account amount in the loan account. That can be bank induced, or customer is recovering any charges which is not debited by the system. That also can be done here. Since we are discussing transfers by the customer, so we'll choose customer induced, not bank induced. Please get this very clear. Customer induced means customer wants this transaction. There are certain entries like charges, checkbook charges, or any other visit charges, whatever it is, bank can debit if the batch is not run at the day of the month or at the day end of the half year, quarter, month end, whatever it is there, right? So you can see here T/CI, T for transfer, /CI for customer induced, BI for bank induced. Click on go here, right? So next screen will appear on your system. So friends, look at the screen very carefully. Solutions, Finacle, add T/CI customer induced, sole ID where the transactions taking place, date of transactions, by default it populates today's date. Now this is very important here. Please, I'll explain. I'll pause for some time here. You also look very carefully. In any entry there is a debit, there is a credit minimum, right? So when there is a transfer entry, one account will be debited, another account will be credited. Now credited account can be of the same customer, of the different customer, but within the same bank. So first lag should be, radio button should be debit here, right? To whose check we are entering in the system to debit his amount from his own account. So this radio button is very important. It should be on debit here. Enter account ID 15 digit, 16 digit, 12 digit, whatever the digit of the number of the account is in various banks. That has to be entered here. As soon as you click elsewhere, the name appears here automatically. So who is the account holder in this account, right? So again you have this searcher icon, detail icon, signature icon. So maker or checker both can check the signatures if it is falling within their powers, right? And whatever the amount is being debited is entered here. Let's say it is 25,000. Just type 25k and click your mouse anywhere on a blank space on your computer. 25,000 with proper zeros will appear here. Check drop down. You can choose from searcher here, or you can type CHQ also here. Date of check, instrument date, instrument alpha if it is there, number here, right? Next, you don't have to do anything here. To transaction details, to which account it is being transferred, the amount is, you can write here. That account number you can write here, so that when a passbook is printed or statement of account is given to the current account holder, he can know from which account this entry was transferred to his own account or credited to his own account, right? So this window appears here. So check all these fields very carefully. This radio button is very important. First, it has to be debit of the account, right? Then while we'll be entering the second leg, means credit, we'll click here, add here. You can see left hand side, I'm moving my cursor here. Add this here, this. Click on this. Blank screen with the same field will appear on the screen, and you will type the account number where this account has to be transferred or credited here. Name will automatically populate here. Amount we can choose contra items, means if you have entered 25k here in debit, automatically 25k will be there in credit account details. So generally what used to happen earlier, suppose I have written 25,000 debit here and I wrote 2,50,000 credit in a second leg. The first system won't allow, the transaction does not match, but that has been removed from this version. That problem has been removed. So you can choose contra items and you can go ahead. I'll just show you in my next slide here. So friends, after making the entry in the first leg, we clicked on this add here. Ensure this radio button is on credit, right? So which account is being credited here? So you can choose here this icon, it shows contra. As soon as you'll click on this 12 number contra icon here, 25,000 will be automatically populated here, right? So who's the transferer? By transfer, same amount will be there, and maker has to ensure that this is the same account number that where the customer wants to transfer the amount, right? Now I'll explain this concept here, this addition here. Suppose there is a salary distribution, not much in number, not in our approved companies. So what we do first, like we debit company's current account, and we can create as many credit legs as possible. Suppose 1 lakh is to be debited and 10,000 is to be distributed to 10 people. So I'll be creating 1 debit and 10 credit, amount of which should tally with the system, right? So by adding this here, you can add here. So let's say if the credit, and there were 2 credit entries, so one part is adding here. You can say here 10,000 here, then again click on add, radio button credit, again click on 15,000, so 25,000 debit, 10 and 15 credit tally here, so you can create as many records as possible for your convenience, which was bit tardy in the early version of the Finacle here. So you get the screen, credit part 25,000, whatever is there. See, so enter debit, enter credit, both are 10 each here. There is no shortfall here, right? And again click on post. Generally it should be posted. You can save it also. Save means entered state, post means posted state, and both have to be verified either through a posting or through a verification, as the case may be. So that you can see here 25,000 has been verified. This leg entries have been verified here. So as soon as you click on post, it says transaction ID M so and so oblique date so and so posted successfully. You have to note it down on the checkbook, on the check or the withdrawal slip, which has to be verified, which has to be used by the verifying officer, or he can generate HFTI financial transaction inquiry. In case he forgets to note down the transaction ID can be noted from there. Otherwise, if it is not verified, day end will not take place. So this is how a verification is done here. An entry is posted in the entered state, and same way it is verified here. Hxfer, V for verification, same two legs have to be visited by the verifying officer, and he has to verify the signatures in the debit leg, put it in the mention yes signature, cross the signatures that has been verified, and finally it has to be submitted. Any exceptions has to be accepted here. An entry is posted so that customer can withdraw at any time.